Hey, welcome to Friday's Phonics. It's Tricky Word Friday today, and we're going to recap 2 tricky words that we have learned before and practice spelling them as words and in sentences. So, do you recognise the 2 tricky words on screen? We have got the first one over here is the word one, like the number 1. So you might say, I have 1 nose, or I would like 1 apple pie, please. 1. It's very tricky. It does not look very similar at all to how it sounds. The O at the front is making a W and an O sound, isn't it, in the word one. One. And we can't hear this E on the end either. It's a very tricky word, the word one. We just have to remember what it looks like because we can't use our phonics, and that's what makes it tricky. Okay, the next word is the word when. When. Okay, now this one isn't as tricky. We can't hear the H in the word when, but when we're spelling it, we need to make sure that we include it because that is how we spell the word correctly. Remember, it's tricky because we can't use our phonics when we are spelling it. We have to remember what it looks like. So I'm going to use my camera and I'm going to take 5 photos of one, 5 photos of when, and then I'm going to have a go at writing each of those words and write them as part of a sentence. So my camera's ready, got it in my hands. Get yours ready too. Let's do one first of all. 5 photos. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, let's hope that we can remember what the word one looks like. Now on to the next word, the word when. Camera's out, my hand's ready. When, 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 when. So now we need to try and remember what the word when looks like as well. Those are our 2 tricky words to focus on today. Okay, now I'm going to have a go, first of all, at writing the word one. One. Okay, now remember it does not start with a W. Can't use my phonics. It looks like this. One. One. Now I'm going to try and write the word one as part of a sentence. I'm going to write 1 plum in a pan. 1 plum in a pan. So starting with the tricky word one, and I need to do a capital O because it's the start of my sentence. 1 plum, plum, in, 1 plum in a pan, pan. 1 plum in a pan. Have I spelt it correctly, hedgehogs? Good, I am glad. Okay, the next one. Our other tricky word to focus on today was the word when. When. Can't use our phonics, it's a tricky word. I took a photo of it to help myself remember. When. When. It's got that we can't hear in it, hasn't it? The word when. Okay, I'm going to write the sentence. It is dark when I go to bed. It is dark when I go to bed. It, I need a capital it, don't I, because it's the start of my sentence. It is dark when I go to bed. It is dark when I go to bed. Have I spelt when correctly, hedgehogs? Let's just check it against this one. Yes, I've spelt it correctly. Okay, now we're going to practice spelling those 2 tricky words and some other tricky words that we've been focusing on recently. We're going to have a game of noughts and crosses with somebody at home. So, we've got the words one, when. Can you remember this one? Little, out, there, and we've got some. And you each need to pick a different tricky word, and you've got to take turns to write your tricky word in one of the boxes. You'll need 9 boxes in your grid, and then you've got to try and get 3 in a row, but also try and stop the other person from getting 3 words in a row as well, haven't you? Enjoy your game. You could have more than one game and choose a different word next time, and our tricky words, noughts and crosses, and then head back to the website for the rest of today's phonics learning.